This is an R Media podcast.
This episode is made in partnership with Wounded Heroes Australia, the only 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crisis service that helps veterans and their families in their hardest moments. This episode is supported by Vixen, Australian-made skincare powered by plant cell technology and designed to bring real simplicity back to skincare. Hello, Auntie Lorraine. I know you are counting down the moments until Portrait Artist of the Year comes back on telly, and obviously Miranda Tapsell is hosting it. I have just picked up my conversation with her, and she was telling me how it's affected, watching it at home has affected the whole family. So yeah, can't wait to tell you all about it. I will speak to you soon. Love you. Bye. Confession, I'm a bit of an armchair expert when it comes time to watching the Olympics, and especially the diving. Is anyone else like that? I'm all like, a bit too much splash on that dive. Well, people who can relate to being armchair experts are definitely Miranda Tapsell's mum and dad. When they watched her hosting Portrait Artist of the Year, that had a big knock-on effect on the whole family. We're back and picking up with part 2 of our chat with Barbara and Miranda. If you're just rejoining us, hot on the heels of listening to part 1, welcome back. But if you haven't already listened to it, scroll back up in your feed, listen to part 1, and then join me here again. So let's dive in. I'm Tiffany Dunk from the Australian Women's Weekly, and this is Love Stories. So going back, third year of NIDA, your mum moves in with you, spend that year together. What happens next, and how does your mother-daughter relationship go from there?
I think naturally, we drifted when I moved down.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was at the airport, Sydney airport,
Mm-hmm.
Mum and Dad were flying back to Darwin and were saying goodbye to me because they'd settled me in and everything. I just remember Mum just bursting into tears.
No.
And it's one of the first times I've seen her cry because she doesn't like to cry publicly. But we did drift apart, right? We were very tight knit. As a child and a teenager. And then I was just, I guess, figuring out how to live by myself.
Yeah.
And I was pretty bad at calling her back, right?
Yes.
Because I'm partying hard.
Of course,
at uni, so the last thing I'm going to be doing is answering the phone when, I'm half cut on Passion Pop. And,
Such a mental image right now.
or she's trying to ring me when I'm extremely hungover.
Yeah.
But I get this text saying, if you don't ring me right now, I am calling the AFP.
Say she's missing.
I'm calling for a missing person. And I was like, oh, Barbara, please just don't overreact, And she's like, well, can you please just once a week tell me you're alive, So, yeah, I was figuring myself, figuring things out, burning my food, all of that. And then it's, of course, I graduate from uni. Mm-hmm. We find it's after uni that we sort of find our way back to each other. Yeah.
Yeah. And how did that take place, and what form did that take place?
I think even when I was doing Sapphires and Love Child on Channel 9, I was still sort of hustling, schmoozing, so going to premieres, traveling. But you did come to Cannes though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so good.
Great.
Yeah, Dad turned 60 in Nice,
Oh,
in Cannes. so yeah, we were having like
Great time there.
a great time. And it was really special actually because I had told Mum we were going and Mum was like, okay, we're coming. And I said, but Mum, this is a very prestigious film festival. Like it's not just, I can't just bring my parents, you know. And Mum's just like, it's okay. We'll just wave to you from the other side of the fence, you know, like. And I was like, that is the saddest image I could ever like picture in my mind, you know, like I don't want my mum at the back of like, you know,
On the
some
ladders.
photographers, like, you know, but it was just so lovely to have them there. Like they got to share this once in a lifetime moment with me. Like I have not been back to Cannes,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
And I am remembered most as Cynthia from the Sapphires. It's the thing I'll be remembered for
Forever.
after I die too, you know.
Yeah.
So it was so lovely to like share that with my parents because they were with me through, you know, through all of it.
How exciting. Oh, that must have been so wonderful for you, Barbara, watching Miranda and all of the things that she's achieved because, gosh, you've had a fabulous career. And it's not anywhere near over. Like it's only continuing to go from
thank
strength
you.
to strength. Yeah. Do you go and see everything she's in? Or
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
We've been to a few premieres and even went to Sundance in Utah.
Oh my gosh, Sundance, Cannes.
Yeah,
You're living the life.
We had to.
yeah.
After the break, what happened when Miranda's husband-to-be James met her mum for the very first time in Darwin? Brace yourselves. Confession time, guys. I'm really lazy when it comes to my skincare routine. To be honest, I'm lucky if I remember to wash my face at night and don't even go into applying all those different steps of toners, serums, creams, all the different things. It's why Vixen's all-in-one moisturiser was such a game changer for me when I came across it last year. Just one step, done. But I found a new secret weapon and it's become just as easy to add into my lazy girl routine. Vixen's Shake to Activate Supervita Serum is lightweight, it smells divine, and it's really good for hydration. And I've got super dry skin, so that's been really great for me. All you need to do is just shake the bottle, apply a couple of drops to your face, and then whack on that moisturiser. And literally, what could be simpler than that? I'll let you in on another secret. If you go to vixen.com.au to purchase now, just add in the code LOVESTORIES, that's Love Stories, all one word, at checkout, and you'll get an extra 30% off. You're welcome. So this was before kids. I want to ask, like, when you met James, I know you've ended up marrying and it was, really beautiful relationship from the get-go. Barbara, when did you first meet James and what did you think of him for your daughter?
When he came to Darwin. Was it one Christmas?
Yeah, can I tell the story?
Okay.
Just because it's so funny. So this man grew up in the Blue Mountains, right? He doesn't know what humidity is.
Right.
And he walks through Darwin Airport going, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is fine. And I was like, no, you haven't stepped outside. And then I just saw the heat just hit his face and he's just like, oh, wow. And that's when I knew he's a keeper because I was like, oh, wow, you followed me up here. I didn't give him a choice, to be fair, but all the same, he was like, no, I'll come.
Yeah.
And for people who haven't been up there, it's torrential, right? I'm talking like monsoonal rain that goes sideways, cyclonic winds, but at the same time, just days and days of clouds that won't break. So that it just stays. It's like you're in a sauna. It is so oppressive. So that's what I brought my husband up to. And when the rain finally did break and there was a storm, Mum's like, "Oh, James, can you bring the bin in? There's thunder and lightning." And he's just walking out in this storm.
Was this a test?
Getting the bins in. Oh, yeah, 100%. She's just like, yeah, and she just, they're getting him to fix the fridge and didn't know him from a bar of soap, just asked him to fix random things around the house and go out into a cyclone.
Yeah. Well, that's how you knew he was a keeper and worthy of your child, I'm guessing. Now, we've spoken about this before, but when you fell pregnant with Grace, Barbara, you figured it out before Miranda did. You looked at her and gone, she looks different.
She looks different,
Yeah.
yes.
Can you tell that story, please?
Well, they were living in Melbourne at the time in their unit there, and we'd gone there for a holiday, and Miranda says, "Mum, I'm going to go and get a dog." I said, "What for?" And this day she came out and I looked at her and I just thought to myself, something's different about her. But anyway, we're going to get this dog. And then she found out that she was pregnant.
Aww.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Mother's intuition picks up on all of the little things, right?
Yeah.
When you became a grandmother and you became a mum, how did your relationship shift again, and what did you rely upon your mum for during this time?
Oh, it's impossible to describe because you really see the best and worst of each other, and this new dynamic is what magnifies it. But it is also one of the most solidifying things that it could do to a relationship, I love how much my kids love their grandmother, the way they look for her, the way they caress her. It's so lovely. And I feel like there's so many things that we don't need to say to each other because we're both mothers now. My 4-year-old's having a tough time being called baby because, Grace doesn't consider herself a baby anymore.
Yeah.
But Mum said to her, "Well, your mummy's my baby." And she's like, "Wait, how? She's not a baby." And Mum's like, No, but I had her. And so she is still my baby. No matter how old she is, she's still my baby. And no matter how old you get, you're still Miranda's baby. It is really lovely there is nothing better than opening the door after being dropped off late at night and hearing, "Mummy!" Mind you, they should have been in bed and they got given a lot of sugar. But yeah, it was a lovely thing to come home to.
You've moved from Darwin to Sydney to help Miranda out in this stage of her life, as you said again, that beautiful circle of life, like of the grandparents living in the home. What has it been like for you, Barbara, watching Miranda as a mum, and how has that changed her? Like what differences have you noticed in her since she became a mum?
Just you could see that the single person, like she's got responsibilities as a parent now, her and James, and it's just so lovely to see that they're in that role. And for me, it's just so beautiful to have grandchildren.
Yeah.
And it's just after you retired, Darwin's got nothing for me.
Yeah.
We still got a house there, but we don't need to live there and be closer here to Miranda and to the grandchildren. And it's just lovely being there. Like we live there 24/7.
Yeah.
And so it's okay because it's helping me stay younger too.
Well, there's all this research as well that talks about the role that grandparents play in a child's life and the importance of it, because it is such a unique role in the sense that you don't have to do all the parenting stuff, like that's someone else's job, but you've also got the time to invest, to play, to do all of those things that busy parents don't always have. And you know, I can't give you the exact figure, but there's actually figures around mental health.
Okay.
And, you know, children who have very present grandparents do much better in terms of their mental health and their learning and all of these things. So it's a beautiful and wonderful role that you're playing. And then equally the grandchildren. That there's a whole heap of benefits that come from that as well.
Yeah. So that's so lovely to hear.
Yeah.
I can actually play with my daughter because, you know, there's someone cooking dinner. There's, you know, it's just very good.
Yeah. Hey guys, I want to throw a few numbers at you. The first one is 1 in 20. That's how many households in Australia have at least one person who has served our country. And chances are that could be your sister, your dad, your housemate, your neighbour, your partner, your friend. It could be you. And for many of those who have served, that service has had a long-lasting impact. Because the next number I have for you is 3. In 2023, 3 veterans died every 2 weeks by suicide. And that is a leading cause of death for ex-serving ADF members. I've got one more number, 1,555. That's how many Australian veterans were homeless on any given night during the 2021 census. So why am I telling you all of this? It's because you can do something to help put an end to these devastating numbers. Wounded Heroes Australia is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crisis service that's there any time of the day and night to answer the calls of veterans and their families in crisis and offer them an immediate lifeline. But they need your help to keep this going. Whether it's as little as $1 or even more, every donation from you can help to save the life of a veteran who dedicated theirs to protecting ours. Head to woundedheroes.org.au to make a real difference. Thank you. Well, you're obviously, as you mentioned, you're busy right now. You're doing Portrait Artist of the Year again for a second season. What is it about the show that you enjoy so much?
Oh, the show is fantastic in that we actually get to show off the talent that exists in this country. I think we forget that there's like this incredible pool of people that, you know, that submit into the Archibald every year, and we actually get to show it off on television, and we get to what I love is when my parents started watching the show, they just all of a sudden became experts on fine art.
Of course.
And so, you know, Tone saying, my dad saying, I didn't really like the composition on that one. And I'm like, did you? Composition, Tone. Composition. You heard the judges once and all of a sudden you're the biggest expert. But I've noticed that with like a lot of people when they stop me like in the shops and stuff, they just go, I love that art show. they call it that art show. Yeah. But yeah, all of a sudden they start talking to me about like the paintings they liked. It just makes it, they're just talking about it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Has it put pressure on the kids' art now? Like, I don't know if that composition's good enough to go up on the fridge, or have you started critiquing the artwork at home as well?
No, we don't.
It's absolutely like, it's absolutely ruined like Grace because we took her to set And all of a sudden she's like just painting nonstop. She just saw all the paint. She saw the people painting behind the monitor, and she just loves it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And she's constantly painting her family.
Aw.
More recently, she started painting like the Aboriginal flag.
Aw.
I had to explain to her like that's our flag. She wanted the Australian flag. Like she loves the Australian flag, and that's because she loves blue and red, and because it's the same color as Spider-Man. But I had to say to her, okay, but like this one is like, you know, the red, black, and yellow is our flag, you know. And she's like, is it? Okay, well, what about Spidey? Like, what about Peter Parker? Is he Aboriginal as well? And I said, yes, Peter Parker is Aboriginal, yes.
Peace.
And I've told multiple like parents and friends, you know, when you come to our house, Spider-Man is Aboriginal. But it's so funny because the teachers are saying, oh my goodness, she's so proud of her culture. She's so proud of who she is.
Oh.
She's, you know, she tells everyone like where like they're from, and it's all because I told her that Peter Parker's Aboriginal.
Oh, my goodness. Well, look, you know, any way in to learn, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But I guess has that been really important to the two of you, is making sure this new generation does know about their heritage, does learn
of course.
all of those sorts of things, and
Very much so.
keeps it alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We make a very important, like I've been singing to my 10-month-old. I've been singing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Tiwi and
Our names.
I gave my children Tiwi and Larrakia names, and so that exists on their passports, their birth certificates, because like, you know, I want them to be proud of who they are and where they come from, and their culture spans back over 60,000 years, and there's a reason why we're slowly coming back to that in terms of sustainability. Whether, like, you know, we're looking at, you know, it's so funny. Like I went to a winery in South Australia when I was filming the Top End Bub series, and they're studying weather patterns for the sake of growing the grapes. So they're all like they're looking to us now.
Yeah.
And so I'm really happy to pass on that knowledge to the kids.
Yeah. That must make you feel proud as well, Barbara, I'm guessing.
Yes. And like, we don't speak it fluently, especially the Larrakia language, which my mother taught us. But we have our Larrakia names for grandparents. So I'm Alep. I'm called Alep, and Tony is called Awo. So Grace calls us that. So we do encourage that kind of language for our family.
It's good to know that they've got people to turn to if for whatever reason we're not there to help them, or
well, kids can never have enough love, right?
No.
You can't have enough.
Yeah. And so sorry, going back to portrait, they are set kids, and it really worries me that, like, because I took Grace to set, and so she just, like, She got her makeup done, even though she wasn't going on camera.
Don't spoil her fun.
Like there was like a huge like collection of snacks. So she was just plied with chips and lollies and chocolate. And so I have no hope in encouraging like her to be an engineer or
Well, look, there's always
She's-
Vincent, right? So, you know.
Oh, yes.
yeah. But I love the show. My favourite thing about Portrait Artist is how vulnerable it makes the sitters. But the painters too, you know. The painters are quite nervous because it's almost like dating, like speed dating in a way, where they've only just met this person but they have to
Capture their essence.
Yeah. Right? So they're having to, in a very short amount of time, understand this person that they're painting.
Yeah.
And we give them a chance to like chat while they're painting and all of that sort of stuff. But they're thinking, oh, I really hope that like, you know, I show this person that I understand them, you know. So it's very nerve-wracking for them. So many of the sitters, like last season, Celia Piccola had the most beautiful reaction to her painting because Jenny, who won the competition, painted her, and it was crazy that she didn't pick it because, she was just like, I cannot believe you saw me this, like I look beautiful in that picture, but that's not how I see myself when I'm in the mirror. But like, there's so many sitters had a reaction similar to, you know, they're like, you showed a quieter side of me, or you showed, So it's a beautiful show in that respect.
Well, Barbara, you and Tony are celebrating your 50-year wedding anniversary, as you said. Miranda, what have you taken from your parents' marriage that you hope to, you know, like instilling? I don't know, like, you know, like to have that same longevity with James, I guess.
One thing that really stayed with me was Mum saying about Dad that she never really had to give context. When it came to race and what Mum had to live with on a daily basis as a dark-skinned Aboriginal woman, I was very touched to hear from Mum. She never had to explain, she never had to educate him, she never had to justify anything because he was so well read. And, you know, always so sort of empathetic and thoughtful.
And plus he worked in the department.
He worked in the department. So, you know, all of those things just made that was an aspect of their relationship that was always strong. You know, you don't hear that a lot often in interracial relationships. And I really love that James wants to do that for me as well. He always wants to make my life easier.
Yeah. Well, then, I guess closing question, I'd love to know what you hope love looks like for the next generation, for Grace and for Vincent as they grow up and go out into the world and start lives of their own.
For me, it's just comfort. I think the idea of keeping them safe is sort of feeling less and less possible. But I don't know what the future holds, and all I've got control is making them feel loved and safe in our house.
Giving them skills too, those skills.
And giving them skills
and
to be
awareness
resilient.
of those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Would you echo that then, Barbara? Is that the same hope that you have?
Yes, I do. I just, for Grace and Vincent to be treated fairly and have the same opportunities as other people, and then having, family with them.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Well, it sounds like they're very well set up to have that. Yeah. Thank you so much both for joining me. I've really enjoyed our conversation. I hope you have too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, what a bonanza of a 2-part conversation. Does anyone else want to be part of that extended Tapsell family? Putting my hand up now. I really love how quick Barbara and Miranda are to laugh with each other, as well as how they really wrap around each other with such care. And I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to see if Grace grows up to be an award-winning actress just like her mum. I guess we'll have to check back in with them in, 10, 15 years? Until that time, you have been listening to me, Tiffany Dunk, from the Australian Women's Weekly Love Stories podcast. Did you enjoy this episode? We'd really love for you to leave us a review wherever you're listening. It helps other people find us, and we can create many more of these stories as a result. We'll be back next week with another story about the many ways we find, sometimes lose, but always choose love. I hope to see you then. This episode is made in partnership with Wounded Heroes Australia, the only 24-hour, 7-day-a-week crisis service that helps veterans and their families in their hardest moments. This episode is supported by Vixen, Australian-made skincare powered by plant cell technology and designed to bring real simplicity back to skincare.
This is an R Media podcast.